Hello mga Mars and Pards! Welcome back to my channel. By the way, this is another sit-down vlog which I miss at the moment because it's been a while since I've done one. On this vlog, I'm going to share with you my experiences and differentiate it at the same time, working in a hospital back home in Philippines, nursing home, and NHS hospital here in UK. So I hope you stay with me and keep on watching. I can say nursing is among the most challenging and responsible care jobs that we have. To be able to last on this type of profession, you need to have a long patience and, of course, your compassion, your care that's coming from your heart. I can say it's not the salary really for you to last on the profession, because nobody will become a millionaire working as a nurse. It's about the care. It's about the love on how you do. Different care settings that I've worked is a private hospital in Philippines. We have a government and private hospital there, and I believe nowadays they also have nursing homes as well. Here there's two domain, nursing home, which is a private one, and hospitals, which we have a government hospital which they call NHS, and private hospitals as well. So disclaimer, this is based on my own experience, and I just want to share with you and hopefully give insights or a quick guide to those who are thinking where really to start working, or those nurses in Philippines who wants to come and join us here in UK. Yung medyo naguguluhan pa po kayo kung whether to work in hospital or work in a nursing home. So hopefully this vlog can help you on that process. So there are different factors to consider to differentiate these three care settings. So I will mainly focus on the hospital here and the nursing home. Because back home in hospital, it's nearly the same as the hospital here. The only difference I can say is the demand of the patient, because it's a private hospital I work back home, which the patients I can say is very demanding because they pay for everything. The patient ratio is the same. But it, of course, it varies on hospital you work and the ward that you are, the specialty of your ward. Equipments, the trainings, the skills between hospital in Philippines and here are nearly the same. The trainings that they offer, the career advancement that they support and provide are nearly the same. And the only difference I can say at the time when I work in the Philippines is we used to work for only 8 hours, in here 12 and a half hours, which quite different on that matter. Pero at the end of the day, you will get used to it. At first, I struggle, but I'm used to it now. So the first factor to differentiate is the patient ratio. So in NHS hospital, or maybe private hospital as well, because I only work in NHS hospital, we are working on a long day. We are working, so one nurse is to 8 patients, or that's on a long day, and at night is the same, or you can have up to 10 or 12 patients, depends on the ward that you are working with. In a nursing home, it's bigger. At night time, some nursing homes, small nursing homes, 45 care setting, at night you're the only nurse responsible for the whole nursing home. On days, it depends on how big. I work in an 87 bed capacity, if I can remember. So 3 nurses are working on a long day and night basis, not unless you are short staff, of course. Possibilities in hospital, it depends on what specialty you work. So Of course, it's the same anywhere else. Yung medication, looking after the patient when it comes to their hygiene needs, ensuring their safety. Yung, of course, you have to work with your knowledge and skills. Kailangan talaga you're always alert and you know what you're doing. You cannot afford to make mistakes. In nursing home, you're the only one. So you're responsible for the resident, mainly on the nursing side. So if there are nursing resident, you are responsible for the dressings. Some nursing home, they have you have to do suctioning. They have peg feeding. Some nursing home are mainly dementia nursing home, mainly dementia care needs. So you have to be patient and really skilled on that stage. You're the one who do everything. You have a care assistants there. They have senior care assistant. I know in some nursing home they have senior care assistant who can give medication to residential patients, and you as a nurse are responsible for the nursing residents, because yung residential residents, the senior care assistant will give the medication and the district nurses are the one doing their dressings, or if they need any injections, but overall you look after them. So the third factor is the salary. Of course, in Philippines, the salary is lower compared here. In Philippines, government hospitals pay are higher than the one in private hospitals, and they have more benefits than the private hospitals. Private hospitals varies, iba-iba po ang pasweldo nila. So it depends on how popular or how well-known your hospital you're working with. Doon po nagkakatalo sila sa mga rate of pay, sa mga salary. And then you have an increase every year. Nag-i-increase po, pero sometimes pinaglalabanan talaga ng mga union yung pay rise. Here in UK, in nursing home, which I worked for 4 years, I can say my salary there is higher than when I first started here in hospital. Because so here in hospital, when you first started, even though you're already well experienced, you start as you have the starting salary. So as a band 5, and then you reach at that top band 5, then mag-stop po ang salary niyo doon, not unless you apply for a higher position, which is band 6, and then you start from the bottom band 6. We only have 1% pay rise, which up to now they're all still battling about it. They're still arguing about it, and of course the government always win. So yun po, in a hospital, NHS hospital here, you have an enhancement. So if you work weekend, if you work on nights, you have those enhancement. Yun po ang nagpapataas ng salary. In a nursing home, that is based on when I worked there, that's long time ago. Our pay, our rate is the same whether you work on days or nights. So me, after working 1 year in the nursing home, I applied for a higher position, which is a unit manager. So my salary difference to the staff nurses is 1 pound per hour. So yun po ang pagkakaiba. There's a difference with the salary rate here in UK. So fourth factor is break time. In Philippines, we are paid for our break, but most of the time, we cannot have our break kasi sobrang busy po talaga. Minsan, you just fit it in. Like, sisingit ka talaga, sisingit mo subok, 2-3 subok, balik ka ulit sa ward. That's how my experience there. Here in UK, in the nursing home, our break is paid. So, sisingit mo rin. If not busy, you can have a nice break, but at the time I do 2 jobs at a time. So while eating, doing my paperworks, here in an NHS hospital, your break is not paid. So 1 hour of your break is not paid. So you have to make sure that you will have it or else lugi ka. Pero sometimes sa sobrang busy, importante kasi yung mga pasyente and you don't want to go home late. After working 12.5 hours, sometimes you will just reduce your break time so that you can do your jobs, your pending jobs. So minsan you're on your break time and then tatawagin ka, but all of them are pleasant here naman. They will excuse and then they'll say you can have your other break later on. So ang break po sa hospital, it depends on the ward you're working, it depends on the hospital you're working. They split it to 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the afternoon. In my ward, we have 15 minutes in the morning, a quick coffee break, and then 45 minutes at lunchtime. Hindi na umubra sa amin yung 15 minutes in the afternoon, 30 minutes lunch and 15 minutes kasi most of the time you cannot have your break in the afternoon kasi doon na po yung admissions. And most of the times, there were problems always occur in the afternoon. I don't know why. So, yun po, 15 minutes in the morning, 45 minutes in the afternoon for lunch. And in nursing home, that's a 45-minute break, which is paid. In hospital, is not paid. So, the fifth factor is resources. In nursing home, limited ang resources. So, you have to work around what you have in the nursing home. So, kailangan magaling ka sa advance ka dapat you have to think of what your resident needs. Kasi you have to request it to the pharmacy, request it to the doctor for prescription before you can have it. Unlike in hospital, the resources are almost there. So you just phone and then after a few minutes it's already there. That's the difference between the two. So that's why you have to have that skill when you work in nursing home. Kailangan yung advanced thinking mo na, she will need that, or I need that, or I will be running out of this. Kailangan magaling ka sa mga ganon, or else, especially when it's over the weekend, wala kang pagkukunan. So, unlike in hospital, most of the staff are there. So, the sixth factor is the doctors. In nursing home, wala pong doktor. So, ikaw as a nurse, you do your own independent intervention first. And if it doesn't work, not unless it's really an emergency, you have to do it yourself. And then that's the time you just refer them to the GP, surgery or advanced nurse practitioner in GP or clinic. Ang tawag po kasi nila dito is GP surgery in Philippines, yung mga private medical clinics. Unlike in hospital, doctors are everywhere. Kailangan lang magaling kang mag-refer. You have to have that quick and knowledge really na you know your proper assessment, and then you refer. The doctors are always around. We also have in hospital, we have hospital at night. So yung mga band 6 nurses po yun na nag-a-assess muna ng mga referrals mo if they cannot advise you, and then they will refer the matter to the doctors kasi konti lang din po ang doktor sa weekends and nights in hospital here in UK. In nursing home, walang doktor, although they review their resident every 6 months, but you have to do those referral para yung mga check-up, regular review of the medication. So, in nursing home, ikaw po lahat ang gagawa nun. You will be the one to assess the resident if their nursing needs are higher than before, kasi doon po pumapasok ang budget. Your assessment, and then you have to submit it to the health authority for the funding. So, kailangan hindi nga po talaga biro ang magtrabaho sa nursing home. Mahirap na madali. Kasi ikaw lahat ang gagalaw. You were the one to decide and assess and do the referrals. Unlike in hospital, the doctors are just there. And then there's plenty of people to ask. Those higher than you, they are there to support. There's loads of people to ask for, so dapat po you're ready for that. So the last factor that we're gonna tackle is the career opportunities, career advancement. In hospital, it's easy to advance if the opportunity is there. They provide trainings, they offer courses, or if you're a diploma, they can offer, depends on the funding of the hospital, you can advance to from diploma to a degree, or to do masters, or specialist, specialization, nurse prescriber, nurse practitioner. At the same time, yung mga higher post na po talaga. So there's lots of opportunities and loads of courses to achieve kung talagang masipag po talaga kayo and you're aiming really to advance your career, advance your knowledge. Plenty of opportunities in hospital. In nursing home, they also provide trainings. During my time, that was 2004 when I left nursing home, you have all the specialist training, like for example, catheterization, wound dressing, tissue viability, venipuncture. We do not do cannulation there because they don't need it anyway. Those trainings you can have in the community hospital. That's where we go. And then the mandatory training like food hygiene, manual handling. We as a unit manager or the care manager are the one providing or doing the training for the staff in the nursing home. And the other courses or the specialist training for the like wound dressings, suprapubic catheterization, changing of catheter, taking bloods, they are learned from the community hospital. Mas slower opportunity sa nursing home, and then to apply for a higher position, not unless there's a higher position in another nursing home. In your nursing home, pag nag-resign na po yung care manager nyo, you can apply for that position. So, yun po na mag-a-advance kayo, unlike in hospitals. Of course, napakaraming wards, napakaraming areas, napakaraming specialties. There's a lot of opportunity to advance your career. So like for my experience, so from band 5, you can apply for a band 6, or you can apply for a specialist nurses, like arrhythmia specialist nurses, or tissue viability nurse, hospital at night. And then after that, you can apply to a higher more, like nurse practitioners. So with all of that, of course, you have to have all those courses and pass all those trainings. Yun po ang difference ng dalawa. So you can see the advantage and disadvantage of those two care settings here. So before we end this vlog, I can say both types of nursing are absolutely necessary. It's not fair to say that working in that type of setting is better than the other. Instead, you have to examine your own personality for you to determine which one you are confident, capable, and comfortable to work with. So that's it, guys. Always remember, do what you love and love what you do. Just follow your heart and nothing will go wrong. You will be okay. So I hope you enjoyed this one. It's been a while since I've done a vlog like this. Leave a comment down below for any suggestion that you want me to do on my next one. And always remember, take care, God bless, and keep smiling. Bye, everyone.